so let's get 51A, these two winches, and we've got to basically position these the right way around, and then we'll be going into these. So we're going to take 7 of those off, and then we're going to be applying them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're basically put a grill in there, 7 windows, as you can see, which wasn't too painful this week.
Hey all, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel with 3. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're well. Today I'm building issue 51 of Build the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks. Guys, if you're not already, remember to smash that subscribe button, give us a big like, and also comment down below, and feel free to share the video to whoever you know. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with Build the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks.
Okay then guys, so here we are again, building the Titanic, issue 51 from Hatchet Partworks. So let's jump straight into this. Right, first of all guys, we'll take a look at this week's mag, have a quick look through. Right, coming in next week's issue guys, issue 52, we've got LED strips, cable, 2 lifeboats, cutter, tarpaulins, davits and block gear. Similar to last week's issue, that is guys. It's gonna get a bit as if you've been there, done that, if that makes sense, because it's obviously more than one. Like for example, lifeboats, there's a lot of lifeboats on this model obviously, so you're going to be keep going over some of the same things guys, but this build, it's worth it guys. Right, back to this week's issue then guys. Today we're working on the deckhouse and other details. So let's get the parts and see what we've got in this week's issue. As you can see guys, they come well packed, well secure. So you've got the big box here, plus they're in envelopes, so you're not going to be missing any parts, hopefully. Right, so let's see what we've got then guys. Interesting. Oh, dreaded windows guys. Just check as well before you throw any of the packaging that there's nothing left. Avoid the packaging guys, or else you're going to lose your pieces, your parts. So what I usually do is just look inside. I'll go look in there, check there's nothing left in. There's a lot of little pieces in here guys, but again you can see that's nice and empty. More add-ons, that's empty. So yeah, let's have a quick look guys and see what exactly we've got in this week's issue. So here, 51A, got these little 2 pieces here, and those are the winches. So I'll put those to one side until we need them a bit later on. And you've got 51B, so we've got 2 of these. These are the coals. Remember guys as well to click that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and press that bell notification, and you'll get alerted every time I do a video guys, especially if you want to watch the Titanic build. 51C are the vents. And also take a look through the playlist guys, there might be something else you want to watch. Just take a look through, see what you think. And we've got 51E and F. Those are the 2 style of windows. Put those to one side, the dreaded windows. And you've got 51G and 51H. These are the grills. Grill A, there's two grill A's and 1 grill B. Just there. I think also we've got 51I, which is grill C, all on that same sprue. And you've got 51K, which is the deck house. Sorry, this one here. Plastic, as you can see, that is, guys. I mean, look at the detail there. You've got the nice little ladders showing. Brilliant. And we've got some AP screws in this week's issue. And 51J is the deck house skylight. Again, that's plastic. So just put that to one side. And we forgot this little piece here, this fella, 51D, that's the hooded vent. So I mean, guys, you've got to be careful you don't lose any of your pieces. Right, so what we've got to do, we've got to get the deck, or decking, should I say, what we worked on last week, to put 51A, which are the winches, into the deck. So what I'm going to do, guys, is put it diagonal for now, so you can see the diagram also. And a quick little insight, I'm hoping the next coming weeks, I'm going to try and get my studio up and running, guys, a bigger desk, etc. Because this is not fitting on this desk, so I need a bigger desk. Anyway, so let's get 51A, these two winches. And we've got to basically position these the right way around, and they will be going into these two sets of holes here. Now you can't go wrong with these, guys, because if you can see, you've got a bigger pin that side than that side, so obviously the bigger pin is going to go into the bigger hole. So we'll do a dry fit like that. And this side again, you can see the bigger pin on the right there, and that's how that's going to look, basically like that. So what we're going to do is get a bit of glue, put them on them pins, and then put them back into the deck, and that should be enough to stick them. There we go, a bit too much glue there. Use a cocktail stick here, guys, if you want, because it might be a lot more neater. And letting all that glue come out like so. Put a bit of glue on there. Just a dab, that's enough really, to be fair, guys. You do not need a lot of glue. So yeah, that's the winches done, guys. So that's instruction 1 done. And as you can see, these diagrams are showing you exactly how they should be put in, and that's how I have put them in onto the deck. So basically the instruction was take the 2 winches 51A, which are these two here, and then assemble them onto the deck into the fixing points, which I've just gone through, guys, and that is instruction 1 done. Now we'll turn the page and go to instruction 2. So instruction 2, it's telling us to remove grill B from the frame and check the fit in the rectangular opening, which is here, guys, on the deck house. So if you get this, it's calling it a frame, I'm going to take the grill out, so we want that way around. It's this piece here, guys, top left. Now if you're careful, you can get these out without cutting them, just twist them. And that is that done. And what we're going to do, if you can see here, guys, from the diagram, it's telling you the gap of the mesh where it should be. So if you look at that diagram just there, you've got the littlest window there and the biggest on the right. So that's the way we want it round. And then just do a dry fit like so. And that's how that's going to look, guys. Again, this is going to be a good idea to use a cocktail stick. But me, living dangerous, I'm not going to. As long as you're careful, guys, you'll be fine. If you ain't got a cocktail stick to hand. Just a tiny bit of glue. Like so. And just remember, guys, when you get your grill, it's the right way around as on the diagram, just there. So that's the way you want it. And that's that. Nice, stuck in. To get the tweezers just to dab that, save getting it on my hands. A few minutes, guys, and that'll be in. That's how that looks. Pretty cool. So next, instruction 3, we've got to remove 7 small windows, which are these windows at the bottom of this sprue here, guys. So we've got to take 7 of those off, and then we're going to be applying them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the perimeter of the deck house. We're going to be putting all these windows on, and that'll take us all the way up to instruction 4, where we're going to be putting the roof. It'll be time to glue the 3 small windows in the opening on the forward side of the deck house. So that'll be all the windows done, and then we'll be putting 51J, the skylight, which will be applied to these 2 holes here with those 2 pins there. And then we'll be up right up to instruction 5. So before we go ahead of ourselves, guys, we'll get these windows out. Again, you can either use tweezers or gently just use your finger just to get those out of the sprue. If you're careful, you should be able to do that, guys. It shouldn't be a problem. Just mind you don't bend them, and you'll be fine. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just filming this, guys, so you can see it's doable without any sort of cutters. And there's 7. But bear in mind, this is a very fiddly bit, guys, very fiddly. So again, get your cocktail stick if that's what you want to use, or just apply a tiny little bit of glue on the perimeter of the window. And it has only got to be a little bit, guys, nothing too much. Right, so, and these are so tiny, guys, so little. As you can see, very fiddly. So we'll get that there. Might be easier doing that, to be fair. I'll show you close up in a minute. You can see why I love doing these windows, can't you? Right, that's that one in. They do look good when they're in, but it's just getting them in. If you can get them in, guys, once they're in, you're laughing, but putting them in is a nightmare. But just stick with it, you'll be fine. Sometimes these stick on your finger and you can get them on, but these ones don't want to play today. So it might be easier just doing them like that and then slide them into position. But be quick, because they do stick pretty quick, pretty fast. There you go. Do that coming off there, really. That's 2 of them. Now we're doing these 2 here. Again, get another little window. Just being careful not to drop them on the floor, guys, because you would be looking all day for these. So you don't want to be doing that. Now, if they all went in like that, I won't mind putting these windows in. Right, so I'll do this one. But I do love this build, guys, I really do. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe and don't forget to put a nice big thumbs up. Show you appreciate it. Yeah, easy for me to say. Show your appreciation. Still can't say it. To show your appreciation. Got there now, guys. You probably can hear me taking a deep breath as well for this, because this is very stressful sometimes. These windows can be a nightmare. But let's see how we go with this one. There we go, it's in. Not too bad. I find, guys, if you just go for it, think positive, it usually pays off. That's a bit of glue that. I'm going to go for it this time, guys. I'm going to live dangerous. I'm going to put 2 prepped with glue. So we're under pressure now. So get the window. Like to lift that interestingly, guys. That's that one in. And we're going to get there just before that glue sets. Yeah, easy. Just be careful, as you can see, guys, because when you're putting them on, it does leave a bit of a brown stain if you're not careful. If you rub it on the white too much, just bear that in mind. That's why you'd be better with a cocktail stick, because it does leave a bit of a stain of glue if you get it over, but you'd be fine, that would, if you wouldn't do it like that. But that's what we have so far. And now, last but not least, this little fella here. Just got to find the other window. See, there it is. So easy to lose, guys. They're that small. You don't know if you're looking at the actual real thing or the diagram. Quiet now because I'm concentrating. There we go. A bit more glue on there. But this sticks very fast, this glue I've got, which is a good thing, but then it can be a bad thing. Now it's stuck to my finger. But yeah, that is nearly up to instruction 5 now. We've done all the little windows, as you can see. Those 2 are done, those 2 are done, and those 3 are all done in the deck house. Now what it's asking us to do at the end of instruction 4 is take 51J, which is the skylight. You've got 2 pins here, and I'm not sure if it matters which way this goes around. I don't think it does, as long as you get the pins in those 2 holes like so. And I'm just seeing if we need glue. Yeah, we need to apply a little bit of glue just on the end of these pins. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to try and get my studio up and, well, I say up and running, getting moved on with it and starting to build it out for this weekend, guys. There you go. That's the skylight done. So yeah, when you come to watch the videos and it's looking a bit different, just bear with me. I'll get there and get it done eventually. Okay, so number 5, instruction 5. It's saying take the 2 cowls, 51B, fit them in the holes on the roof near the aft edge, which is there, guys. These 2 holes here, and there is a little lip, so they can only go in one way. So apply a little bit of glue. I do need to get me some cocktail sticks because it would be a lot neater, you know. There we go, little click there. That's that one in, and they are slightly off, and I think that's why there's those little lips, so they're pointing in the right direction. And put the second one in. That's how that looks. And that's the end of instruction 5. Pretty cool. Oh, I love this build, I really do. Right, let's turn the page over. We're nearly done now for this week, guys. Right, so instruction 6, take care to identify the fixing points for the remaining vents. Fit the 2 vents, 51C. So we want these little fellas here. We want those 2 vents, and they're being applied, let's have a look, to these 2 holes. There and there. So if I get a little bit of glue on the end of these guys. They don't click at all. So you're going to have to make sure you've got glue on those guys because they're going to end up falling off. But again, you don't need too much. dab. So that looks. Love that. Pretty cool. Now, last but not least, we want 51D near the forward edge of the starboard side of the deck house below left. So if you're looking at it this way, guys, it's got to go in that hole just there. And I want it positioned, it will only go in one way. Let's have another look. It's got to go like that. We'll do a dry fit first, just so I can show you. I'm not going to push it right in, but that's where that's going to look, guys. So you got the vent facing that way, if that makes sense. Like it says in the instruction, starboard side, it's basically 51D near the forward edge of the starboard side of the deck house, which is like that. So we'll take that out, apply a little bit of glue. And that should be enough. And apply that in there. Make sure the lip's in the right place. And that is it, guys. That is it for this week's build, guys. We basically put a grill in there, 7 windows, as you can see, which wasn't too painful this week. The vents, coals, and last but not least, that hooded vent there. Pretty cool, guys. And as you can see in the bottom diagram, which is what we've got the deck house here. Let me just pull it over to one side here, and then we put these winches in there early in the video. So guys, I do hope you're enjoying this build. I do hope you enjoy these videos weekly. And if you are, please remember to subscribe. Press that bell notification not to miss out on any future build. Give us a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. That is it for this week's build of the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, guys. If you're not already, remember to smash the subscribe button, give us a big like. That would really help the channel grow, guys. And also comment down below and feel free to share the video to whoever you want to share it to. Friends, family, nans, grannies, brothers, sisters, school friends, work colleague, anybody. Just share it, guys. Share my name, Rich43, out and about. Today, basically what we've done is windows. Glad them bits are over. I hate doing the windows. It's all good fun, guys, but yeah, I've been putting the little windows and all little add-ons basically to the deck house. So yeah, it's getting good now, this model, guys. I love this model, and it's good as well to be doing different things every week, so it's not the same tedious thing every week. But for now, guys, for this week, for the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, that is it. Come back next week to watch the next issue. Come along, waiting to see you. But yeah, for now, guys, that is it for the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks. See you next time. Peace.